Tonight, breaking news regarding a civil lawsuit against the University of Idaho.
And find out what the FBI has to say about the city of Pullman.
And members of the WSU School of Music will take a trip to Carnegie Hall. Murrow News 8 starts now.
From Studio B on the campus of Washington State University, this is Pullman's only nightly newscast. This is Murrow News 8.
Good evening, I'm Guillermo Mota.
And I'm Alex Clark. Welcome to Pullman's only nightly newscast.
A former University of Idaho athlete filed a lawsuit against the U of I over a mistake in the handling of her sexual assault. Reporter Taylor Swanson joins us live with additional information on the lawsuit.
Former diver Marion Jamison sued the University of Idaho in federal court this week, seeking monetary damages from the university's mistakes in handling her sexual assault case in 2013. Jamison's lawyer filed the case in the U.S. District Court for Idaho late Tuesday afternoon. The suit claims University of Idaho staff members were ill-prepared to handle Jamison's accusations against football player Jari Level, and the two prior complaints regarding Level weren't given proper attention. Hank Evans, a past University of Idaho football player from 2011 to 2012 and a current WSU sport law professor, broke down Jamison's case and what he believes will come from the suit.
One of the major issues in this case that we saw, or that we've read about, is that six or more people knew of the incident. They knew of the reports that had come out, and they didn't know how to go forward or how to follow Title IX protocol. And when that's the issue, I think you're going to see big reform.
The lawsuit seeks unspecified compensation damages and attorney fees, non-economic damages capped at over just $350,000 in the state of Idaho. Outside Gertson Hall, Taylor Swanson, Murrow News 8.
Thank you, Taylor. A judge sentenced a Moscow man to a little over 5 years in prison for possession of child pornography. Back in 2016, police found over 2,500 files of child pornography on the computer of 20-year-old Jacob Lincoln. In addition to his jail time, Lincoln will serve 3 years of supervised probation and pay $2,000 to one of the children he had pictures of. No word if any other children will receive compensation.
Flipping gears to a brighter side of the Palouse, based on a recent FBI report, Pullman ranks as one of the safest cities in the state. The FBI's 2017 crime rate report ranks Pullman as the city with the 13th least amount of violent crime. On the west side of the state, according to the FBI reports, Tacoma ranks as the worst city in Washington based on the violent crime statistic, with just over 36 for every 10,000 people. Downtown Pullman kicks off their 17th annual Haunted Palouse Friday night. Haunted Palouse transforms the newspaper and printing museum and the Old City Fire Station into two haunted buildings. The event also includes haunted hay rides and refreshments. You can attend Haunted Palouse this weekend and the weekend of the 26th and 27th from 7 to 10. University of Idaho students figured out a way to get people into the Halloween spirit as well as give back to the Department of Theater Arts. Vanessa McMahon shows us how repurposing some old costumes could help preserve the art of theater.
U of I Theater Arts students hosted their second annual Halloween costume sale this week in hopes of raising some money for performing arts programs.
Because so much of our funding goes towards constructing a lot of these costumes, because many of these costumes were built upstairs in our shop. So after they've been of use to us, we sell them so they can be used to other people, and then we get some of that money back, and it just keeps going back into that cycle.
All of the profits from the costume sales go directly back into the U of I Department of Theater Arts to keep the performing arts afloat, a program that was just last year ended at WSU due to budget cuts. Von Till said that she's already met with a lot of students who transferred to U of I Theater Arts program after WSU got rid of the performing arts last year.
We're very, very happy to have them. We've accepted them with open arms and said, you guys kind of lost your home, so please come into ours. Without theater, college isn't really the college experience, is it?
The U of I Theater Arts program is actually the only one remaining in the state to offer a Master of Fine Arts in Theater.
Yeah, theater is a place to express, a place to feel safe, a very accepting environment, and I feel it's very important.
The students only raised about $200 from the Halloween costume sale this year, but every little bit counts when it comes to their program.
Something like that.
I think having a college theater program shows people that art is a career, because it is, and art is so beautiful. Any kind of art, all kinds of art meet in the theater.
Vanessa McMahon, Murrow News 8.
Thank you, Vanessa. 3 WSU performers will perform at Carnegie Hall in Manhattan, New York next month. Three performers are students Francis Fay and Gordon Shaw, and faculty Ruth Robin. Carnegie Hall invited the three after they took part in a performance at Interharmony International Music Festival in Italy this summer. The three will perform alongside the Interharmony Cello Ensemble and International Cellist on November 3rd. When we come back, a letter explaining the motive behind Old Crimson to celebrate this legendary weekend.
And we'll take a look at how some Cougars take celebrating a little too far, where Murrow News 8 continues.
Thank you. You got a king?
Go fish! In your face! In your face!
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
Don't worry, 74 people were picked before me in the NFL draft.
To fight childhood obesity, United Way and the NFL are helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day.
Okay, time for the team obstacle course! Yay!
What this place needs is more healthy kids. To get involved or donate, go to unitedway.org/play60.
Now I get it.
The city of Pullman declared a state of emergency and in anticipation for college game day. The resolution allows the city to get additional resources such as charter buses and other transportation services to accommodate the increased traffic coming to Pullman. An estimated 75,000 Cougar fans will find their way back home this weekend. More on transportation changes coming this weekend. The two additional charter buses will run from 5 a.m. to 1 p.m. Saturday, and after the game, 2 more buses will give rides back to park and ride locations. All football bus routes run 3 hours prior to kickoff and run approximately 1.5 hours after the game ends. More information can be found at Pullman Transit's website.
And after 15 years of appearing on every college game day broadcast, All Crimson finally comes back home. What started as an effort to bring the show to the Palouse grew to reflect something much greater, the passion behind the Crimson and Gray. In a letter published by the All Crimson Booster Club on social media, the letter stated, quote, "I fly every weekend on representation of our collective Cougar pride. I fly to represent the greatness of the Cougs everywhere. Saturday morning is without a question a celebration, and I wait for you," end quote. College Game Day airs this Saturday at 6 a.m. Pacific Time. WSU sports fans show their passion for the Crimson and Gray in many different ways, but a select few individuals show their Cougar pride that may cause them to get arrested for trespassing. Reporter Justin Spinney tells us more.
It's something that spectators witness in sports all over the world. Fans jumping onto the playing surface to get their few seconds of fame. Every once in a blue moon, it can be seen at Martin Stadium. But recently, a couple of fearless souls made their mark in WSU history by running onto the Martin Stadium field. One made the leap during the Stanford game last November, and one during the San Jose State game early this September. Sideline cameraman for Coug Vision, Sam Petrie, has seen a little more through his camera lens than he may have bargained for.
The guy ran right by me. It was just a little flash. I didn't notice it, and I saw a couple cops run by me. I was like, "Oh, what's that?" And I realized it was a streaker. The director tells us not to film them, but I always try to get a little zoom in on them.
Some fans went wild for the streakers, encouraging their daring feat. Others grew frustrated at the delay in the game.
It takes away from the game itself because it takes time out of the broadcast.
We had like a laugh right in the middle of it when people started to like lose their energy a bit, so it kind of revived us in a way.
Signs are posted all over Martin Stadium explaining the rules, including this one telling you what you can and cannot bring in. However, nowhere does it mention a birthday suit.
If you really want to do it and spend a night in jail and never come to a game again, go ahead and do it.
Maybe consider a different meaning when asked to show your Cougar pride. Justin Spinney, Murrow News 8.
And after the break, Abby Tudor will let us know how much longer we can expect to see the sunny days.
When Murrow News 8 returns.
The great outside.
My new mom and I have a lot in common.
So shiny.
We both love the outdoors.
That's not a flower.
And she knows a lot about wildlife.
A labradoodle.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
My new dad teaches me all kinds of stuff.
I wouldn't use this one.
He helps me with my decision making.
Ever.
And he's even teaching me how to drive.
And that's why cars have bumpers.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
Wow, these are really good.
You act surprised. Practice makes perfect.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
And we're seeing a lot of sun in the sky. Abby, how long is this sun going to stay in Pullman for?
I mean, what do we have in store for College Game Day?
Well, we're definitely going to keep seeing these sunny skies this weekend, along with some clouds coming in closer to Friday and Saturday. But if we look over in the weather center, over here, right now it's 53 degrees. We have an average of 50, and then it's 66 degrees of a high. But it definitely feels a lot hotter than 53 degrees, in my opinion. Yesterday I was outside filming the game day buses coming into town, and it was really hot. The sun was beating on my face. So it seems a lot hotter than 53, but that's what it is right now. And then looking over in Spokane, it's 65 degrees. Pullman, it's 66. And then over on the west side, we're seeing it's staying in the 60s. Only in Vancouver, it's about 71 degrees. Tomorrow, which is when a lot of people are going to be coming into town, it's 48 degrees in the morning, so if you're getting ready for the game and that special College Game Day show that's going on, it's going to be cold in the morning, but then over into Saturday, it's going to warm right up to 70 degrees, but it's going to get colder later in the day. So then you might want to bring a sweater for the game later on. But other than that, that's what our weather is for this next couple days.
Thank you, Abby, and we'll be right back. The weather for the game. Are you going to the game?
Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be.
When you're out there, there's no telling what you'll find.
I see it, I see it.
Oh, look at you. There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
The great outside.
My new mom and I have a lot in common.
So shiny.
We both love the outdoors.
That's not a flower.
And she knows a lot about wildlife.
A labradoodle.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
If you want to be a parent, it doesn't matter how you play or even what you wear. You just need to be there. Thousands of teens in foster care don't need perfection. They just need you.
When we talk about Cougar legends, a number of names come to mind. Klay Thompson, LeVar Ball even. But the list goes on and on, but ESPN only wants to find one, and they want our help. Popcorn Guy. He became famous while eating popcorn during a loss to Stanford back in 2013. Now he's the most wanted man in Pullman. No criminal charges exist, but everyone wants him found.
What a great story. Thank you for watching tonight. Join us every weeknight at 7 and 10 for Pullman's only nightly newscast.
Have a great evening, and don't forget to follow Murrow News 8 on Facebook and Twitter.
Good night, Pullman.
Did you guys ever see the